One of the unique things about America is that America has 50 states. And out of the 50 states that make up the United States of America, there are a few that cause a deep reaction, a love or a hate reaction. And I think it's fair to say that the most talked about state, if not the most, one of the most talked about states that brings up the most passion, the most interest, the most tourism is the state of Florida. Florida is uniquely positioned in the southeast section of the map of the United States. Pluto, $3 super chat all the way from California. Shout out to you, man. Well, California would be considered one of the other major states in the United States of America. Okay. And why is Florida and California and Texas now, why are these states talked about? Well, I think a big reason they're talked about is weather. The climate. Weather is so important. There's a reason that Elon Musk wants to go to Mars. There's a reason when people search space, they're looking for an environment that humans can survive. Okay. And what I can tell you is when it's warm all year round, when bugs don't die, when bears don't go into hibernation, you're in Florida. Okay. When you are on your lunch break, you see bikinis. You see luscious Caribbean ass. Okay. And what I can tell you is when you're in Minnesota, okay, you see that hell has frozen over. Okay. When you're in the Northeast, guys, the coronavirus killed the Northeast. It put a nail in the coffin. I told you the Northeast was dead before the coronavirus. How? Blessing Sam. I have to cut out quick. Today I'm celebrating my mom's 30th birthday. Happy birthday to your mother. Oh, I'm sorry. No, your mom's celebrating 30 years of sobriety anniversary. She is my rock. Love to you. I wanted to share that with you. Have a great live and a great rest of your night. Well, shout out to you, Hal. Thank you for sharing that precious information. What I would tell your mother is take life one day at a time. I remember going to like an Alcohol Anonymous, but was for heroin addicts for a family member when I was young. And I remember being in one of those meetings. And a guy stood up, he said, I'm like 57 years old. I've been sober for 25 years. And when he said that, I looked at him, I'm like, why would someone come to these meetings for 25 years if he hasn't had a drink? And then the next statement he said, it revealed it to me. He goes, I've been sober for 25 years, but I'm still one drink away from being an alcoholic. He was humble and still focused on his sobriety. Now, I'm not saying you have to go to meetings or you have to do, but if you're not focused on your sobriety, you know, if you're not focused on, that's self-care. I know a lot of psychopaths, they smoke cigarettes, they drink alcohol, and they're scared of the coronavirus. It doesn't make sense. You should be going around licking the boots of everyone walking in mud because you're destroying your body with cigarettes and alcohol. You don't have to worry about the coronavirus. But I understand because I smoked cigarettes and I drank alcohol. And what I can tell you is when I was a child, spoke like a child, reasoned as a child. When I became an adult, I put away childish things. Your health is your wealth. I'm telling you right now, you think you're going to be in Florida smacking ass on Latina MILFs when you're not in shape? Guys, when you live in Florida, being in shape is an all year round activity. When you're in the Northeast, guys, you're talking about stock symbols. Now, look, guys, I'll shout out to my man Coconuts. I like stocks, but I'll tell you this, I like living by the sun. What's the good? What good is it if you have a brokerage account that says $5 million, but you can't go outside and go for a walk? You say, screw you, I want to be a millionaire. Look, guys, I'm telling you right now, I want financial independence, but I'm saying this dead up. If someone offered me right now $5 million per year. But here's the catch. I have to move back to New Jersey and live there the rest of my life. You know what I would tell them? No, thank you. With a straight face. Florida for the win. Where you can go outside and go for a walk in a tank top in February, January, March. Your environment's so important. Oh, it's so important. Do I like the Four Seasons? Hell no. I don't know what girl or what guy that was scared to move away from their family told you that. Because I hate the Four Seasons. There's only one season I like, summer. Okay. What are you, a child? You want a snow day to get out of school? Guys, we live in the next dimension where you work remote, you do school remote. You don't need a snow day. You need a surf day. Okay. Florida is where you have a surf day. Okay. Now, shout out to Pluto. In California, they got that too. But tonight, we're talking about Florida. The greatest state of the United States of America. Where there's no state income tax. Now, that's the difference between California. But there's a very independent state. You don't get as much unemployment. Where there's not just a Mediterranean vibe. You know, that's what man eternally inspired always says. I think he's mad at me. That's all right. You don't become a YouTuber, guys, and I have people mad at you. It's all right. I can take it. But what I can tell you is, guys, tropical Caribbean environment is different than Mediterranean. Okay. Mediterranean, okay, is like, you know, you're having a cup of cappuccino overlooking sailboats. Okay. And you can do that in Florida, but guys, while you do that, the juices are going to be oozing out of your body because it's tropical. It's not Mediterranean. Okay. And there's different languages. There's different culture. Florida has the climate and the culture. It's not a southern state. It's not Mississippi, Alabama. Okay. Where they're still fighting the Civil War. Guys, you have people from all over the country and all over the world. You have a great mixed pot. It's the new Northeast, the Southeast. Okay. So you have some of the benefits of a southern state without the backwards culture. I'm going to say it like it is. Okay. Because you got good diversity. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you still see, yeah, but guys, look, we're going forward even now. It's a whole new day, even in the South. Guys, a whole new generation taking over. Guys, the generations are done. Guys, there's a new generation taking over, and they know it. And what I can tell you is, guys, we're bringing in a new era. Okay. It's called the work from anywhere. It's called the I'll never live in a cold state, because why should I live in a cold state when I can work from anywhere, when I can teach my children from anywhere, when technology has enabled the Caribbean lifestyle without leaving the country. I had someone said, I'm an expat, Sam, meaning an expatriate. I moved to the Thailands or the Philippines. Why do you always hate on that? I said, well, did you move there because it was self-care and quality of life, or did you move there because it was cheap pussy and you can get drunk? Okay. I don't co-sign that if you live in Wisconsin or Thailand. Okay. If you move there to be a sloth, okay, and to get cheap pussy, guys, you watch the wrong channel. Okay? You watching the wrong channel. I moved to Florida for quality of life. Okay. If you can say you move somewhere for quality of life, not to live cheap and to get cheap hookers, then okay. But if you can't say that with a straight face, if you can't say you would walk away from $5 million, you're not living where you're supposed to live. I don't even want to talk about upstate New York. I don't even want to talk about it. Okay. Coconuts, I would take the 5 million. Well, that's why you're in Manhattan and I'm in Southeast Florida. Okay? Because you may got more money, but guys, I got better quality life. I'm not lying. I love you, Coconuts, but I got to say it like it is. Okay. Because what I can tell you is this, guys, I'm not watching vlogs of people walking around Manhattan. I'm not. Manhattan's done. Guys, it's over. Okay. And guys, why the financial district is moving out of Manhattan, guys? The new Wall Street is Miami. Guys, no one with technology is staying in the Northeast other than people who are too lazy and too scared to move. It's true. Now, there's going to be a whole bunch of generational people. They're still going to stay there. Because, guys, most people are scared of change. Most people won't get rid of their storage unit. So I definitely don't expect them to move. Infinity, I can tell you money doesn't mean as much as happiness. Nope. Now, you need money. Guys, I do a lot of live feeds about money. Now, yeah, if I was going to be destitute and I had to become a hooker, okay, and sell my sausage for $5 a lick, then yeah, I would move back up northeast if I had no choice. I told you guys, look, if I was from overseas, I'd marry Donald Trump. I'd do what I need to do. Probably not, but I'm trying to make a point. But if you can make an income, and that's what technology has done, it's even the playing field. If you can make an income, it may not be the most, but if you can make an income, if you can live and make a decent amount, if you put effort into your life, if you don't put effort into your life, doesn't matter where you live. Okay. But if you can put effort into your life and you can make money in an area that, why would you want? Nah, man. Nah, I can't do it. Now, again, I stayed in New Jersey to secure a job transfer because money was important. And I wanted to at least try to get here wisely. Not recklessly, because a lot of people come to Florida and they move away. Why? Because they came irrationally and they'll leave irrationally. I came in patience, in a logical step-by-step plan. I got a playlist about it. Check it out on my channel. And I've gone back and forth, and every time I go back up north, I say I wasn't missing shit. The only time you leave Florida is in September and October during the height of hurricane season. Experience the fall weather. Take a vacation. Outside of that, guys and girls, if you're like me, and not everyone's like me, guys, there's 49 other states. Let's just say there's probably about 4 other states, okay? Because, guys, who really wants to move to North Dakota? Now, you may want to get your nomad, you may want to get, like, your nomad tags there, like, residency. You don't want to live in North Dakota. Okay? Guys, who wants to live in Montana? Maybe in the summer you want to go there, like, guys, who wants to live other than Florida, Texas, California, and some people still stuck in New York? Guys, it's over. Okay. Florida is the most talked about state. It's got the best rest area. Guys, no other search engine makes your algorithm spiral like when people search, I want to live in Florida. You ask Eternally Inspired, who stacked up 400 subscribers in 4 months. How? All he talked about was Florida. Now, that's not all he talked about. He talked about reincarnation. He talked about NoFab. He talked about his neighbor, his Dennis Rodman neighbor, that put up a basketball court and started playing one-on-one, layup drills with his wife and fucking ruined all of Internally Inspired's peace because Internally Inspired built a damn garden and he was trying to find his zen. But then Phil Jackson moved next door and started doing drills. No one watched Eternally Inspired's channel for that, for the reincarnation or anything else, even though I watched it and I like his videos about that. They all watch for Port St. Lucie. They all watch for Florida videos. Guys, girls, Florida is a different world. It's a different world. Some of you have no idea what a different world is. You don't even remember the sitcom series on TV, The Different World, because you were brought up a different way. Okay. But what I can tell you is, if you don't know the sitcom series A Different World, you'll know this. I'm in a permanent episode of Saved by the Bell, the summer edition, okay, where I'm working at a beach lifeguard station with Kelly when she was in shape. Google her now. She don't look in shape. Guys, everyone gets old. Except me, I'm looking a little better. Okay. And, guys, I'm the Zach of Saved by the Bell. Now, shout out to Pluto, because Saved by the Bell was filmed in California. And shout out to Sarah, one of my viewers from California. If she really is a girl, not a guy, I would probably have sex with her, in my mind. She's Jodie West. I want you to Google search the porn of Jodie West. That's who Sarah reminds me of. I masturbated to it today. You should masturbate once a day. When you got all this vitamin D pumping through your body. Guys, did you ever see the episode of Seinfeld where George Costanza couldn't get an erection? And then he discovered the papaya fruit? Guys, I'm living that culture. Okay? I don't know, guys, every day is papaya fruit off the wazoo. Okay? Fucking, you're working out, you got your testosterone pumping, you got vitamin D coming in your skin. A lot of people got sick because they don't got vitamin D. Why wouldn't you want to live in Florida? Okay. Guys, do you want to live in Cleveland? Like, we know LeBron, he left Cleveland, he came to play for Miami, he did great. He went back to Cleveland, he won one, but guys, then he went back to LA. You don't stay in Cleveland. You come to Miami, and then you go back to Cleveland to see your relatives. Then you say, oh, shit, this is why I left. And then you go to California. California, Texas, and Florida are the most talked about states. That's it. If you're in Michigan, guys, the Fab Five, none of them stayed in Michigan. Why would you want to stay in Michigan? Michigan is basically Canada without the universal health care. If you're going to live in a cold-ass climate, you better get universal health care. You got to get something out the deal. You know, it's like you dating an ugly person. You better get something out the deal. You know, when you dating Florida, guys, you dating a hot person. Beggars can't be choosers, okay? That's what I tell you. Back to live comments. P, he goes, California, I don't know who P, what's your tag name? You erased your tag name? California has designated parking lots for nomads. I never heard of that. 100% free and legal. The East needs that. Yeah, well, California also has a lot of Skid Row, drug addicts, bad nomads. You know, Florida keeps shit in shape because and even me, like, guys, I get run off sometimes and I see other people. Florida doesn't want the state to become California. California is a little bit too lax, okay? And now they got a major homeless problem. So Florida, they allow the nomads to live, but they make them keep moving because they don't want what you got in California. That's true. Guys, California's a shithole in some instances. Okay. Let's be honest. Okay. So, guys, I tell you, don't go to Ocala, Florida, and I tell you, don't go to these free lots. Guys, who goes to free lots? Psychopaths. Okay. Have you ever, what's the free spot in California? Not Skid Row, the other one. What's that one that everyone goes to? That's lawlessness, just out in the fucking middle of nowhere. Hell no. Guys, I got to be by a Starbucks. I got to be by a Publix. I got to be by a gym. I got to be by the ocean. I want to be by the rich people. I don't want to be by the broke people, guys. Broke people stick you up. Broke people got drug problems. Broke people got mental problems. Okay. Guys, get 1,000 Trails camping pass or Airbnb or stealth camp and keep it moving. Don't park in BLM land or the destitute free parking lot. Because I don't know if you ever went shopping at Walmart versus shopping at, a higher end store. Guys, Walmart's a fucking free-for-all. Okay. It's a fucking disaster. Okay. So I'm not living in my car, guys, so I can live amongst the destitute. I'm living this kind of destitute life so I can get ahead, not get by. Okay. And I don't want to park where other people, I got to watch my back. Don't want to do it. I appreciate your comment, though. Go ahead, Sam. Airbnb is the best choice for a 1-month stay. Possibly is. I would say in today's times, at least the search engine of Airbnb will give you a direction. But like I tell you, you got to really come to Florida to experience it, to know what area you want to stay. If you want the nightlife, you go to Miami or Fort Lauderdale. If you want outdoor restaurants at a little bit nicer level, you go to Delray Beach. If you want high-end, a little bit more laid back, you go to Palm Beach County, somewhere in Palm Beach County. And then, look, guys, you can just pick. You got to go. You got to experience it. But yes, I would say try Airbnbs. Maybe not a month at a time. I would stay 2 weeks in different parts of Florida until you find out what areas you like best. Coconuts, ringing that bell. Say by the bell. Good job. You're great on those emojis, brother. I know you must be great trading. You see the dip, you buy the dip, you sell a high. Good job. Coconuts. Zach has stage 4 cancer, does he? Damn, I didn't know that. Thank you for sharing. I didn't know that. God bless him, man. No disrespect. Guys and girls, you better get to Florida before, God forbid, you have a health problem. See, guys, I took that serious. I'm a 40-year-old man. I'll be 41 this year. Okay. You want to wait till you're 61 to come to Florida? What are you going to do then? You're going to be in the ocean? Guys, my knees. I saw this one I want to tell you today. In Florida, it was 82 degrees Fahrenheit, Southeast Florida. That's the difference between Southeast Florida and the Panhandle. Panhandle had to be about at least 10 degrees cooler. And in the Atlantic Ocean, I saw a guy, he had to be like 65. You know what type of guy? He had like a fisher jacket on. He had like a fish hat. He was trying to block the sun. He was a good guy. He had a canoe. He had like, whatever, the canoe thing that you get from Walmart. And he was trying to get in the ocean. His old ass kept falling off the canoe. He couldn't get out. I said, man, you need me to give you a hand, man? And what I can tell you, guys, if you're 65, don't even go shopping at Walmart for the canoe, okay? Because what you need is a wheelchair, okay? Because you're a senior citizen. Okay? And, guys, senior citizens get wheeled to the beach. They don't go in the ocean, okay? You say, I know a 90-year-old person doing marathons. Hey, guys, Hey guys, I know 25-year-old men that can't do a DoorDash delivery. Okay? Okay? So we can all pick out, exceptions. Okay? What I can tell you is this: seize the moment of your life. Whether you want to live in California, Texas, or Alabama. I don't, the only reason you want to live in Alabama is because you're scared to work, you don't take accountability, and you want to hide in poverty. I've seen a couple people do that. My opinion. No name member. If someone has over 10 grand in savings, would it be wise to move to a new state with no job lined up? Nowhere is wise to move without a job. Why? Because savings goes fast. I did a video on that. So if you were renting a place, you're going to easily burn through $1,000 a month plus your living expenses, food, gas, etc., which would be and health insurance, which would be at least $2,500, $3,000 a month. So in 3 months you're dead broke. You should always be employed because you should DoorDash, Uber, Instacart. You should, if you had no other choice, work at Walmart, Target, Amazon. They're hiring right now at Planet Fitness, anywhere. Now, these aren't career jobs, but you should never be unemployed for a long period of time. But yeah, I would never recommend you live anywhere without a job. Why? Because savings goes fast. You'd be broke in 3 months, and it'd be a disaster. Oh, Paul Soprano, good to see you, man. Going nuts. You're right, Infinity. It's not Zach. Oh, it's not Zach? Wait, what happened? Oh, yeah. Infinity came in hot. Infinity says it's the guy that played Screech. Oh, okay. Thank you, Infinity. Thank you, Coconuts. Yeah, Screech. Didn't he do a porn? Screech did a porn video. Then he talked bad about all the stars. And I think he was in the outs with all of them. So, I don't know, like my man Internally Inspired said, I don't know, karma or what, but, I don't wish sickness on people. Even though I did wish Trump died from the coronavirus, I don't want to be a hypocrite. I did feel that way in my soul. So, but it's a good reminder, Coconuts, and thank you for Infinity for the correction, that guys and girls, every day you're terminally ill. Your skin cracks. Okay. Your coochie gets a little bit drier. Your penis shrivels up a little bit more. Why? Because you don't have enough vitamin D. You're trading stocks in a 1,200 square foot apartment, and it's cold as shit outside. You're eating soup. You're watching CNBC. And you're caught in an algorithm of wasting your life. Sometimes people say, inspirational nomad, it seems like everyone's living in their car. No, you're caught in the algorithm of nomads. It seems like everyone is doing nofab. No, you're caught in the algorithm of nofab. It seems like everyone is whatever. No. Guys, the way search engines work on social media is once you search something, they recommend other similar searches that you're more likely to click on. Why? They want you to watch more. Why? So they can sell more ads. And before you know it, the idea of your world has been shaped by a computer in a data center. And that's why I tell you, if you're going to get into a new career, you want IT or medical, because they're the careers of the future. Coconuts. Sam, do you eat carbs? Yes. Bread, etc. Yes. When I was very skinny, and when I was on my weight loss journey, I got very strict, and I had barely any carbs, any bread. I was living off just vegetables. Okay, and so we had someone in here the other night talking about they were vegan. They were very overweight. Not true. It's all right. But now I found out how to balance myself, and I'm technically overweight. I'm probably about 25 pounds overweight from my height. Okay, just about 6 foot. So, but I'm at the point where I'm just overeating healthy stuff, and I'm not trying to sex anyone out anymore. So I found a happy balance for me. Okay. And here's a side tip for all my guys out there. You want to be healthy and in shape, but you don't want to be so chiseled that you put too much pressure on the girl. Why? Because guys, after a MILF gets a certain age, she wants to go out to eat. I had a girl get mad at me because I don't like to go out to eat. That was her whole thing. I said, look, I'm living this different life. She goes, well, that's my whole life. I like to go out to eat. I said, well, I like to be single. Bye. Okay. So, guys, I'm not the type of guy, guys, I'm not the ugly sweater, guys. But I saw some girls today in the gym in Florida. It'll make you give up NoFap. Because if you would have saw, oh my God. But see, when you're in New Jersey, when you're in New York, when you're in Wisconsin in January, you don't see people like this at the gym. Why? There's no incentive. You say, why does the government give you a tax incentive to buy a house? Because they want to encourage you to buy a house because it enhances the economy. When you buy a house, there's a real estate agent usually, there's a loan officer usually, there's an inspector, there's construction workers. You go shopping at Target for home decor. You do renovations. You spend money. You make the economy go. That's why they want you to be incentivized by a tax deduction. But what I'm here to tell you, there's a lot of people, like my man Pluto said today, there's a lot of people trapped in their house, in a state, in a climate, in a culture that doesn't inspire them. And they got a paid off house, but they have no passion. Oh, there's nothing worse in life. Coconuts, we're going to put this one on a t-shirt. You got a paid off house, but you got no passion. Life ain't worth living. If I give you $5 million in a paid off house, but you have no passion, do you have life? Now, none of us want to be destitute, so understand what I'm saying. I don't recommend you do anything without a job or a steady source of income. But I don't recommend you waste years of your life not selling your house, applying for job transfers, securing side hustles, and doing what you need to do to get the hell out of Dodge. Because if you're not sweating, you're not living. Okay? If you don't see a shark, you've become a bear. Okay? If you're scared of an alligator, wait till you see your fat aunt at Christmas. She got mental problems. Yep. And she got a couple service dogs. That's true. I hate to say it. Florida's a different world. It's a different mindset. You say, yeah, I see Florida on the news. Florida man, Florida man. Hey, guys, they hate what they can't have, man. Okay. Because I don't see anyone talking about North Dakota. Okay. I don't even know all 50 states. Can anyone name them? Oh, shit. I know California, New York, Texas, Arizona. I don't know too many other ones. Don't go to South Carolina unless you're a retired teacher. Shout out to all my good people in Hilton Head. A lot of big money, liberal money, Democratic money came to Hilton Head. Most of South Carolina is very poor. So is Kentucky. Hate to say it. Yeah, I got some good viewers from Kentucky. I know that. But let's be honest. I don't know how inspired you are. A lot of people have moved to Tennessee recently. Tennessee's on the rise. Shout out to my man, Journey with Jordan. But I don't know anyone. I know a couple of people that were psychopaths that moved to Tennessee. But I don't know anyone that talks about a state like Florida. I don't know any other state. That gets you juiced up. That makes your YouTube channel go viral just because you say the pros and cons of Florida. Who wants to know about the pros and cons of Michigan? Guys, I don't want to know about that. Okay? Who wants to know the pros and cons of Rhode Island? Is that even a state? Who wants to know the pros and cons of Maine? Guys, is Maine even attached to the United States? Thank you, Coconut. Coconut, you're great on those emojis, brother. So what I can tell you is this, guys. If all you're living for is the opening trading bell, I'm not mad at you because, again, I like that. But if you don't have warm weather, all you got is Robinhood. Okay. All you got is an app. Okay. Why wouldn't you want to be around an environment that gets you juiced up? Makes you feel alive? You staying in a state for your family? The family that, they hate you, you hate them on the low? Okay. And you repeat the cycle of abuse. What is the cycle of abuse? Resentment builds up. And eventually you argue. You say bad things, they say bad things. Then you feel bad. And then you apologize. And then you stay. And then resentment builds up. And then you argue. And then you feel bad. And then you apologize. And then you stay. And then resentment builds up. And then you argue. And then you apologize. This is the cycle of abuse. You're damn right, Kathy. You nailed it. Good weather is good for your mental health. Who wants to know that you live in an area where there's a chance of an iceberg? Who wants to live in a climate? They say, well, hold up. What about hurricanes? Well, hold up. When I lived in New Jersey, Hurricane Sandy. If you're going to experience a hurricane, you better at least be in Florida. Okay. I think Long Branch, New Jersey is a place where people settle for a subpar ocean beach experience. Long Branch, New Jersey is where all the yuppies in New Jersey go. I got some good friends from there. But they've never really experienced living a vida loca. Okay. Long Branch, New Jersey is for it's for people that have no deep passion. It's just like, all right, it's not too far from New York. It's not too far from Jersey. It's in Jersey. It's a shithole. You got to stand in line, get on the beach. There's one little area of shops. Guys, the Jersey Shore, some parts are nice. And yes, in the fall, nice. But it's a shithole. Okay? That's the truth. That's the truth. You lie to yourself and say Long Branch, New Jersey is like Miami. It's not even close. And Miami's not even, guys, Miami's not even, there's a lot of better places in Florida than Miami. It's true. So what I want to tell you here today and tonight and every night, because every night I go live, guys. I went live from New Jersey, from North Carolina, from Washington, D.C., not the West Coast, from Boston, from Vermont. I barely got Wi-Fi in Vermont. I'm never going back. I hate the mountains. I love good people. Some good people I know from Vermont invited me there. But I tell you, I never want to see a mountain another day in my life. I want it flat. Okay. Why the hell would you want to travel up a mountain? What are you, Moses? What are you trying to get the 10 Commandments only to come down off the mountain, get so mad at the people you smashed the 10 Commandments, and then you kill 3,000 people? That's what happened with Moses. Do you know that? What happened to me? I came to Florida. I'm living my best life. And I was living my worst life when I had to go back up north. Okay? Other than to see my mother, I never want to go back there. Or escape a hurricane. Or the fall. What I can tell you is this, guys. You ain't getting a vaccine if you're not a Florida resident. Okay. And am I going to get a vaccine? I don't anticipate it. I'm not against it, though. But what I can tell you is this. I'm sweating. It was 82 degrees Fahrenheit today. What did you do today? Okay. Let's take a hydration break. We'll go all live comments. Thank you again, Pluto. Thank you to all my members. If you don't know anything else, show up, self-care, and secure the bag. The 3 S's. Show up, self-care, and secure the bag. And move to an area that inspires you. Whether you're like Pluto, you go to California, or whether you're like me and you say Florida for the win. Okay. If you watched a video this week about upstate New York, leave a comment below because I don't think you exist. Okay. I think you're like trying to cash out Bitcoin. I don't think it's possible. Yeah, I don't think it's possible to cash out Bitcoin. I don't think it's possible to watch videos about upstate New York. My opinion. So, let's take out just break. Yeah, they mind. Unbelievable, guys. Coconuts, it's a disaster out there. Well, not here. Let's go back to live comments. Let me click on my video. So I pull up my laptop in the front here. Now, there are some psychopaths in Florida, guys, but again, those are usually in the bad section. Stay in the good sections. Let me approve these comments here from my members. Good job, good job. Coconut's on fire with these damn emojis. He's good. Kathy, you're so positive. You're so right, too. Kathy nailed it. Mental health. Kathy says warm weather is good for the mental health. It's that vitamin D. It's that sun. It's that sweat. Kathy, you're so wise. Paul Soprano. Florida was founded by Spain. You are correct. I believe St. Augustine is the oldest city in Florida. In St. Augustine, Florida, is the oldest city in the entire United States of America. Pluto used to stay in St. Augustine, Florida. Do I like St. Augustine, Florida? Parts of it are nice. Parts of it are not so nice. I say Flagler Beach is nice. That's up there by there. Let's continue to read his comment. He goes, that's why... I'm sorry, let me continue. He goes, Florida was founded by Spain as a territory for prisoners. That's why Florida has that rebel spirit. That's a good point. Look, Florida has a very independent spirit, but not southern backward spirit. It's like a mix of the independent South with northerners, with westerners, with internationals, and that diversity, but that independence gives you such a unique vibe. Oh, it's that living a vida loca. It's that living a vida loca. Oh, Milano, Emilio, are you watching me from your Class B RV in Miami? Are you watching me? If you're watching me, I know you guys ain't members, but I know you're flying a drone down there. I want you right now, okay, to turn off your generators in your RV. I want you to roll down your window, and I want you to say you're living a vida loca. Okay. Now, don't say it too loud, because I know you guys are in a public park. I don't want to get kicked out. And I don't want it to turn into California, where everyone's just parking in the park for free. But I want to say that I love you, Emilio. I love you, Milano. Manolo is how you say his name, like Scarface, but I call him Milano. You can't get Cuban coffee like this guy's in Wisconsin. Okay. I don't even know what type of... Wisconsin's a disaster. Okay. The only thing, guys, Brett Favre. Brett Favre's a psychopath. He showed his penis to some reporter when he was playing for the Jets in New York. It's true. So what I can tell you is this, guys. Florida for the win, in my opinion. Coconuts, you're so damn good with those emojis. That looks like a lot of kids. I don't want to have kids. Coconuts, put a Ghostbusters next to those kids. I don't want to see no kids. Pluto, my ranking of best places that I live. Here we go. South Florida, you're a smart guy. North California, okay. South California, I would like South California, bro. Cyprus Island in Europe. Okay. I respect, you've been around, brother. I didn't know that. Those are good spots, though. I would say for me, I definitely agree with my man Pluto that South Florida is the best place in the United States. If South Florida didn't exist, I would go to South California, San Diego. Why? Because it's the next best. I like Texas, but I don't like the fact that you don't have an ocean. The Gulf of Mexico is not an ocean. It's a toilet bowl. So you want to go where there's that ocean vibe. And so I prefer Atlantic Ocean, but if South Florida didn't exist, I'd be in the Pacific Ocean. Coconuts. Pluto facts, I agree. Coconuts. Why do you like Starbucks water so much? Because it's tripled or filtered like 4 times. Okay. Filtered like 4 times. Dunkin' Donuts water is not filtered, guys. In Dunkin' Donuts they take a cup and they scoop out in the toilet bowl and they say, here you go. The only other water that can match Starbucks water is Wawa. Wawa got some good water in those new dispensers. Okay. But it's not just the water, it's the ice. Because the ice is triple filtered, the water is triple. You're basically drinking water out of a melted snow cap that Al Gore set on fire. Okay. And what I can tell you is there's no greater joy in the world, okay, than to drink free Al Gore water, man. Okay. Because if the snow caps is melting, at least let me enjoy Florida with some good Starbucks water. Okay. So what I can tell you is this, guys, fire up your Tesla and get the fuck on I-95 South, man. Because there's charging stations in Maryland and all across the I-95 corridor. And you don't even need gas, man. Guys, fossil fuel's dead. Okay? It's dead. Okay? So that's why, too, don't move to town. Look, guys, it's all electric, man. That's what it's going to. Now, right now, I still got the hybrid. But what I can tell you is this, guys. We're going to another dimension. It's true. Charles, I got a phone interview with a company in Orlando. Well, Charles, I'm going to pray for you. You better have 3 questions lined up. Good to see you, Charles. The number one question you should have, and on your first interview, never talk about money unless they do. Your first question, when you are given the opportunity to ask questions, is, can you please give me an example of a task that I would be asked to do if I was hired tomorrow? The next question, can you please tell me who would be my direct manager? And then once you're introduced to your direct manager, if they're on the call, ask them about themselves and their managing style. Your relationship with your direct manager is so important. But your phone interview will probably be none of this. Your phone interview will be to verify your resume. They're going to want to know, if you don't live in Florida, why are you looking to come to Florida? And if you don't have a Florida driver's license, if you're not positioned here, it's going to be tough. You better have a good resume. But be honest. And what I tell you guys, look, sell your house, rent month to month, secure some type of address down here, man. Change your license if you're committed, if you visited Florida. And Orlando is not Florida. Orlando is where Walt Disney bought cheap land and put in amusement parks for childlike adults. There's no ocean in Orlando, guys. It's the suburbs. It's the middle of the country. Okay. Orlando is not the living a vida loca. Orlando is, let me put on some Mickey Mouse ears and raise my 3 kids and go to the Cinderella experience. Okay. But if you had a choice between Orlando and upstate New York, go to Orlando and then move close to the ocean. Because what I can tell you, guys, even when there's a bridge that separates the inland versus the beach side is a different world. I had someone told me that when I visited Florida before I moved here, and I asked them, I was on the beach, I said, well, how do you like this area? They said, look, the area is good, but if I had to do it all over again, I would be a little bit more patient and live on the beach side. Because even though it's only a 5-minute drive and only a bridge that separates the beach side from the inland, it's a whole different world. And Orlando, there's no bridge to take you to the ocean. It's just guys, the middle of nowhere. Okay. It's, but it's better than, again, Wisconsin, New Jersey, etc. In many instances. But you don't want to, Orlando, you got to think about that. But there are 4 major hubs in Florida. Orlando's 1, Miami's 2, Tampa is 3, and Jacksonville is 4. There's 4 hubs. A hub is a major point of commerce and business. Again, those 4 hubs are Miami, Orlando, Tampa, and Jacksonville. Jacksonville has high crime. Tampa has strippers that'll ruin your life. Orlando has no ocean. And Miami's living a vida loca. So if you have to choose, go south. That's how I tell you. Good job. Of course, you got a guy pull up next to you smoking a cigarette. Oh, we're in Florida. I like that. Congrats. How is the traffic on the east where you are? Not too much traffic at all compared to New Jersey, 287, etc. Compared to driving in Manhattan. Guys, I stay in the cut. I'm not in the middle of the city most times. I'm in the cut. So I know the spots to go where there's not a lot of people, but still enough people where I'm not in the middle of nowhere. And what I can tell you is Florida is one of the biggest states in America. See, New York, guys, it's like this. New York is like North Korea. Like, you hear North Korea in the news, you say, oh my God, we're going to die from North Korea. Guys, look on the map of the size of North Korea. It's like this. The only reason North Korea is like, because it's China backs them. China's very big. North Korea is like a little speck. New York City, like a little speck. Guys, Florida's very big. But the only part of Florida, like most part, are by the coast that are nice. But you have more room to spread out. This is the difference between the Jersey Shore and Florida. There is so much more ocean in Florida than New Jersey. And up north in New Jersey, like the northern section of New Jersey, the ocean is, by the Hudson River, is a shithole. Okay? Shithole. The water's all dookie brown. Even in Jacksonville, the water's dookie brown. But Florida is a peninsula, meaning it's surrounded by ocean. Okay. New York is like the movie The Day After Tomorrow, where it dies in an iceberg because of climate change. What I could tell you is this, guys. If you're going to die, die in Florida. Why? Do you want to go outside for a walk in the middle of the winter with a tank top on? You come to Florida. Do you want to avoid paying state income tax when you can work from anywhere? Move to Florida. Do you want to see beautiful women, a diverse culture, and enough room to spread out? Move to Florida. Do you want to live by your aunt that, even though she's nice, she gets on your nerves? Do you want to live where you can get a good Taylor ham and egg cheese sandwich, but it's a shithole? Do you want to grow up where your family grew up just because you're fucking too lazy to change your life? Welcome to misery, where most people reside. Most people will never leave the 30-mile radius or 60-mile radius they grew up in. And they say, I love family, and their family has destroyed their life. They're on date night. You know what date night is, right? Date night is the preliminary divorce ritual. Date night is when you try to spark up passion to spend time with someone you vowed your life to. Florida is the first date. It's when you never lose that spark, that heart on. Some of you are very soft, very dry. You have no vitamin D. Okay. You're pale as hell, you're out of shape, and you're eating Taylor egg and cheese on the weekday, the weekend, and every day. It's a disaster. It's a disaster. It's a shame. And what I can tell you is this, guys. I ain't watching videos from upstate New York, but I got a couple good viewers from upstate New York. You know what I mean? Coconuts laughing on the ground, good. Lefters go for soul. Paul Sprout. Jersey Shore has Guido culture. Been there. And Italian women. Oh, yep. That alone makes it amazing. Well, good luck with that. What I can tell you is this. I'm 100% Italian. I wouldn't date my sisters. Okay. I wouldn't, what I tell you is this, man, I wouldn't date anyone. Okay. And what I can tell you is this. The Italian mafia was one of the worst gangs ever to infiltrate America. And some of the conservative Italians who voted for Trump because they were saying that MS-18 gang was deplorable, they may burn in hell with their Catholic traditions that were so false because the mafia was worse than any other gang. And if Trump was the president when the Italians were migrating over, he would have had them all quarantined. And that's why you're a hypocrite. That's why your life will never change. Okay? Because you really don't know anything other than your tradition. Other than a stern upbringing with bullshit. Okay. And what I could tell you is this, guys. I'm living in the fifth dimension, where there's no such thing as one ethnic background. We're in a mixed pot of a Caribbean juice. Okay. Where you measure people not just by the content of their character, but by how they look in a bikini. I'm in Florida. And what I could, oh shit, Eurozone trap, $3 super chat. Stay strong. Thank you, brother. You stay strong too, man. You're in Europe. I don't know much about Europe. Pluto's been to Europe. The only thing I know about Europe is an episode of Married with Children. When Al Bundy, he went to visit Europe and he ended up in some fight. I don't know why, like a medieval fight. And every day when he was in Europe, the clouds, it was so cloudy. And I worked with a couple people, teleworked, with people from Europe, and every time I talk to them, I say, man, it's cloudy. I said, what type of world is this? It's the Europe world. The Europe zone, guys, Eurozone's going down. Okay. I love you guys in Europe, but you know, it's a disaster. Guys, Europe's going down. Okay. So, what I can tell you is this, guys. You know why the Italians left Italy? Because it's a shithole. Okay. My mom went back to Italy, guys. It's a destitute farmland. Yeah, you know a couple girls from New Jersey that love going back to Italy for the tourism, for drinking wine. If they grew up in Italy, They would have been on the first boat to Ellis Island and said, get me the fuck out of here. Okay? Because that's what our ancestors did. They said, let's get the fuck out of here. All we can do is be a farmer. What's the difference between Italy and America? We have the ability to print money. And that's why Italians came to America. Guys, you have 50 states to choose from. In Italy, you ain't got much to choose from. Every state in America has a different vibe. Most of America is a shithole. Okay. So just like most of your house you don't use, just like 95% of a relationship is talking and going out to dinner, only 5% of a relationship is sex. Did you know that? You're wasting most of your life in an area that doesn't inspire you, at a restaurant talking to someone when you want to be fucking. Okay? Yeah, you're wasting your fucking life. Yeah, man, fuck that, man. Guys, I'm living in Florida. I'm in a different world, man. Hell no. I'm never going back, guys. Unless there's a hurricane, or I'll visit my mom. All right, let's take a hydration break with this triple filtered Al Gore snow cap melting water. Yeah, Paul Soprano, man. Yeah, get rid of that tag name, man. Soprano. You know the Soprano series is over. You know the guy who was playing Tony Soprano, you know he died. Guys, that Italian mafia culture is over, guys. It's like you still got a t-shirt of Led Zeppelin. Rock and roll's over. Hip hop is over. Guys, we're in a new dimension. You guys don't realize we're not in the era of The Godfather or Scarface. We're not in the era of guys, we're not even in the era of MTV Cribs. We're in a new dimension where you live out of a vehicle, you work from anywhere. You don't go to the Puerto Rican Day Parade. You don't go to guys, you don't go to the Italian festival. You order your food remotely. You make your own festival. Okay? You Zoom chat your family members, okay? You don't call your stockbroker, you log on to Robinhood. Guys, we're in a new dimension. You guys are in the old dimension. Guys, it's over. Yeah, they living backwards, man. Yeah, let's go forward. Where are we at? Where was I at? Pluto. Oh, wait, did I read all? Oh, yeah, I read it. Pluto, brother, it's MS13. Oh, not SMM. You know, when I get excited, I start to skip words. Thank you for the correction. Charles, where are the top kite boarding spots in Florida? Yeah, I see them doing that out there, like, but I don't really do that, so I don't know. But I would say anywhere from central east coast of Florida all the way down to Miami. So, because you got the currents and you got the high wind. Once you hit the central east coast of Florida, anywhere down to Miami, that whole stretch of the east side, you got a lot of wind. And I see them doing it, but I don't do it. I would say probably want to be southeast, though. I see them doing it in Palm Beach County a lot. I see them doing it in Juno Beach a lot. So, yeah, that's off my memory. I think I read all the comments. Guys, I think some people, I don't even know if they're plowing their way out the house or they're hibernating in their house. Coconuts, if you buy a car, are you going to buy in Florida or New Jersey? Well, that's a good question. I would more than likely prefer to buy in Florida. The only reason I would buy in New Jersey, as an example, would be because it wasn't available in Florida. Like currently, the RAV4 Prime, I saw one in New Jersey available because New Jersey has incentive still to sell those type of cars, but they're not in Florida yet. So probably later on this year, the RAV4 Prime, the electric hybrid plug-in, will be in Florida. Just like now, the Prius Prime is in Florida, but early on, the Prius Prime and other electrical cars were only in the northern liberal states that gives tax incentives for those. So Florida's lagging a little bit, but just like the Prius Prime, the RAV4 Prime will be down here. So it's possible that I would buy something in New Jersey only because that was the only availability. But I talked to, as an example, a Toyota dealer, and they said, look, if you want the RAV4 Prime, you can order it here, and we'll just work with a dealer to ship it down and get it in. So I'm probably going to buy it in Florida unless for some reason I go to visit my mom in the summer. I still haven't changed my vehicle, and I see what I want up there. Good question. Charles, $2.99 super chat. Thumbs up, damn it. Thumbs up, sunglass emoji to your sweat emoji, and good luck on your job interview tomorrow. I'll be praying for you. Be yourself. Answer honestly. Have some prepared questions. Do some research on the company. Look at the job opening description again. The answer key is in the job description. Look at the keywords. Look at what words are repeated or emphasized. That's what you want to focus on your job interview. But the first phone interview is to verify your resume, to verify who you are and what you're trying to accomplish. Maybe go over some basic ideas of what you expect, maybe pay, but mainly just kind of like get a feel for you. And then the HR lady who will probably call you, not the direct manager, they will set up a meeting with the direct manager. And that's when the action takes place. Good job. Coconut says, isn't a RAV4 too small? Coconuts, I'm living in a Jeep Renegade. A Jeep Renegade's way smaller than a RAV4, man. A Jeep Renegade's smaller than a Prius, I think. I want you to Google the size of a Jeep Renegade, man. This thing's small, man. So, that'd be an upgrade. A RAV4 would be an upgrade. I would have more room. And if I have an electric plug-in, that means I can stealth camp at charging stations, run the air conditioning while I'm plugged in. That's a go. Now, but they're like 40 grand, man. So I don't know. We'll see. Right now, I'm taking it one day at a time. Right now, I want to get till Thursday when the new 1,000 Trails Camping Adventure membership is announced. I want to see what the details are. That'll determine if I get that membership or if I stay away from it. And then I just still focus on a home base or a vehicle upgrade. The 1,000 Trails announcement this Thursday will determine some of my next steps. So we'll see. All right, guys and girls, and everyone living a miserable life outside of Florida. What I can tell you is sell your house. And if you left Florida and you realized you fucked up, sell your house and move back down to Florida. Why? Because I tell you, there ain't enough universal health care in the world to keep me out of Florida. Coconuts. You never treat yourself and stay in a hotel? No. Why? Because I don't like to stay in someone else's space. And I don't know. I just haven't done it, man. If I had to, I would. I'm a little bit of an all or nothing guy. You know what I mean? So for me, the only time I don't want to sleep in my car is if it's extreme temperature. So like I say, I'm trying to plot on something now. So by the summertime, I have a different setup where I have climate control. But I don't want to go in a hotel unless I had to. I'm an all or nothing guy. I'm all in. And as long as the climate's stable, I'm comfortable. As long as I'm not sick and it's not a hurricane, I'm comfortable. So the only time I'll go indoors is if I buy a house, which I don't see happen. I buy an RV, which could happen. Or there's an extreme circumstance and I need to go to a hotel. That could happen, but for 4 years on the road, just haven't done it. Now, some people do. Pluto does it. ESP, again, she's in an Airbnb. I had other people that have done it and nothing wrong with it. It's your money, your life, and it's still flexible. But to me, a hotel is a waste of money, waste of time. All you're going to do in a hotel is masturbate in sheets that were just washed from someone else masturbating. So you went to the hotel, they just washed the sheets. They washed the sheets because someone else masturbated in them. You came in there, you're watching CNBC. You're trading the after hours currency market. You're eating DoorDash food. And then you masturbate in your sheets, you take a shower, and then you go to bed, you wake up and you say, what are we going to do? And you're going to stay in the climate control. Guys, I'm outdoors most of the day. Most of my life. It's true. Good comment. Coconuts. Do you wear a mask everywhere? Indoors when it's required. But I'm not walking outside with a mask. I see some people do it. I'm not mad at them. If I'm indoors I wear a mask. If I'm at the gym, I wear a mask until I start working out, and then I put it back on when I leave. So, but I'm not walking on the beach wearing a mask. To me, I don't think there's any benefit. I see some people do it. Unless you're 6 feet within someone, I'm not into that. So, yeah, I wear a mask whenever I'm indoors or close to people. I would say the best answer. Good question. Laughing on the ground, good. Custom emojis, yeah. Keep laughing, brother. Laughter's good for the soul. Paul Soprano. Miami is going to be underwater soon, at least according to the Dems. Hey, well, what I can tell you is all of the Democrats made money in the liberal state. If it wasn't for New Jersey, I wouldn't have a career. So if I was born and raised in Florida, I'd probably be dead broke. Ask someone who lives in Florida, Texas, or South Carolina or Kentucky. Thank God for liberal states like California and New Jersey, where everyone makes their money, and then they move to Hilton Head, South Carolina, or they move to Miami because they figured out that now I have enough money, now I want to live on my terms. So, and now with technology, guys, there's no Democrat or Republican. Guys, people work from anywhere. It's going to change the whole world. So what I can tell you is you're still hustling backwards, Paul Serrano. You're still talking to your Italian family members. You're still not changing your life. You're still leaving comments that show me your mindset is going to end up being like Bryce. You're a troublemaker. You're not going forward. Okay. And you just like to spark shit. Okay. You're like Tony Soprano. Okay. So what I could tell you is Tony Soprano's dead. Sopranos are dead. And if you weren't in New Jersey, you wouldn't be able to survive in Kentucky. Okay. So what I could tell you is hopefully that gave you value, man. Okay. Coconuts, you should do a stand-up comedian down there. Nah, I'm good, man. I don't want to be famous, okay? I just want to make some side money. Because that's why Tony Soprano got caught, man. He was too famous. Coconuts, yeah, I heard also Miami will be underwater in 100 years. Hey, guys, look. You guys are both in New York and New Jersey, okay? You're watching a guy from Florida, and part of the reason you watch me is because I'm in Florida, okay? Because there's people wealthier than me, better looking than me, that probably make better videos than me, but they're not in Florida. And so all of us are going to be dead in 100 years. Coconuts, your brokerage account ain't going to mean shit in 100 years because someone else is going to inherit it. So a news flash, guys and girls, the average life expectancy is 80 years old. Okay. So if Miami's going to be underwater in 100, you're going to be dead 20 years before it happens. And if your fat relative told you that I'm not moving to Florida because of sharks, that's why she fat. Okay. And if you're not committed to changing, guys, ain't nothing going to change unless you do. And you say, well, that's too intense, you're being mean. Well, guys, look, this is my mindset. Okay. I'm not saying you should live like me, but I'm saying, guys, this is me sharing how I live. Florida will not change your life. And if you don't want to move to Florida, stay where you're at. For me, there's a passion. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what Nancy Pelosi says. I don't care what Trump says. Because, guys, I told you all during the political season that I changed my life under every president. Okay, under Clinton, under Bush, under Obama, under Trump. I didn't stop my life for a president. I spoke directly about politics. But I don't let other things outside of my control determine what I do with my life. I don't get caught in the bullshit. You're going to waste your life listening to other people. And you're listening to other people because you're scared to fail. You're scared that it may not work out in Florida, and it may not. Or it may not work out, whatever you want to do in life. But guess what, guys and girls? There's no guarantees in life, whether it's Bitcoin or moving. But you bought Bitcoin, okay? But you went and were you did something that there wasn't a guarantee, okay? So now you got to be willing to do it. If living where you're inspires matters, then you got to have that same fucking tenacity that you're willing to lose money, you're willing to lose something, but you're willing to gain something. Italian Stallion, he moved from New Jersey to Staten Island, I think, to Florida, Tampa, where all the strippers are. 299 super chat, damn it, brother. Thank you, Italian Stallion. Shout out to you, man. You still in Tampa? Good to see you, brother. Hang in there, man. Love to you. Thank you. Italian Stallion's in the building. Coconuts, I guess I should bring a life preserver. Man, coconuts, man, you're good with the emojis. Coconuts, put a hand emoji up in the live chat. Why? Smack the shit out of yourself, man. What y'all worried about damn sea levels rising? Some of you live next to an industrial plant in New Jersey. There's nuclear plants in New Jersey. There's nuclear plants in Florida. Don't be one of these people that, again, man, you know, I'm not saying you shouldn't consider all these things, man. And I know, like, you guys are joking, and I know I'm being a little intense here, but I'm trying to make some points. That when you're ready to change your life and start making serious decisions, and moving is a serious decision. Getting a job transfer, changing jobs, a serious decision. Moving away from family, a serious decision. You know, buying Bitcoin, this is a serious decision. See, that's what I mean. Some people, you'll buy and sell stocks without a fucking thought. But when it comes to doing the core work of your life, there's hesitation. And guys, you know I like money, but you also know I don't worship money, okay? Because I make decisions that show that. Okay. And you have to add, now again, if you're inspired where you live, wherever it is, then that's a blessing. But if you're not, that's a curse. Because I've learned one of the greatest missions in your life is to responsibly figure out where you're supposed to live. And then live there. Figure out how to make an income there. Why? Because you have to be inspired when you wake up that the surrounding area is something that speaks to your soul. How are you going to be creative? How are you going to get through the bad days when you hate where you live? There was a book in the Bible. I don't remember. It's not religious as far as what I'm going to tell you right now. But it was this fucking guy, I forgot his name, Jonah. I think it was Jonah. He got fucking swallowed by some fucking whale. Okay. Like the vegan mom, whatever. Like some big chick from New Jersey. Got swallowed by a whale. And the lesson, supposedly, I'm paraphrasing, keeping it short and simple. The lesson, the reason why he got caught in the belly of the beast was because he was in the wrong spot. The Lord was telling him to go somewhere, but he didn't want to go there. He wanted to stay in his comfortable zone. And he ended up in the belly of the beast. So, Coconut, you stay in Upper East Side of Manhattan, and what I can tell you is all the rich people left and came to Miami. The Upper East Side of Manhattan is going to turn into the Lower East Side of Harlem. Okay. And so what I could tell you is this, guys. We're in a new dimension. Where Park Avenue is a shithole. The next dimension, guys, Park Avenue is the projects. Okay. And if you're living on a street that doesn't have a pineapple tree, guys, you're in Section 8. Coconuts, $20 super chat. You inspire me to live my dream. Well, damn it, brother. I appreciate that because I'm doing the best I can, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that very much. Love to you, man. Thank you very much. Thank you, Italian Stallion. Thank you, guys. And girls, thank you. Thank you. Charles, Florida got a ton of airports. It's true. Seems less expensive to fly from Florida to anywhere in the U.S. if you wanted to. It's got a lot to offer, man. It's true. And look, guys, Florida's not for everyone. So you know that Florida's for me. I share with you some of the negatives about Florida. The main message in tonight's video is that you have to find your Florida. And keep your flexibility until you find it. And in a world of technology, in a world of working remote, in a world of the gig economy, in the world of trading from anywhere, working from anywhere, living from anywhere, it's easier than ever to find the world, to find the place that inspires you. I don't know what it is because I'm not you. But what I want to tell you is if you're not inspired, some of that reason is going to be because of your location. Now, some of it may be because of lack of self-care. Because again, if you're not doing self-care, if you're not showing up, okay, and if you're not securing the bag, anywhere you live will be hell. The fire emojis that Coconut's just put in a live chat to represent passion, that will be the lake of fire of hell. If you are not showing up, if you are not doing self-care, and if you are not securing the bag, it doesn't matter if you live in Miami or Montreal, your life's going to be hell. You better take a serious inventory of your life. Stop treating your life like a storage unit that you don't even know what's in it. It's a disgrace. Look at your life. What belongs, what doesn't belong. Consolidate and remove everything that's a fucking burden and a waste of your time, a waste of your resources. And start making adult decisions. Because if you're not an adult, guys, okay, get a plastic spoon, sit in a corner, and get served soft oatmeal. But for all my adults out there, okay, act like it, okay, and take hold of your life, okay? That's the message tonight. Peace.